So wait, are we?
Why?
Wait, do you know how to sync them up?
This is a murder movie. It's not a scary, like, demonic movie.
Are we going on everything? No.
I'm gonna go pick up pizza.
This is like a service industry movie. Okay. Are you? Do you just want to keep the? Do you just want me to give you? But everything's rolling.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Welcome to Poor People.
Hey. Yeah, welcome to Poor People.
We're doing something really different. We've never done anything like this before, and I don't think we're even gonna do it right this time. So we'll find out.
Yeah, what the fuck are we doing?
So we're watching Waiting. It's a service industry movie. We've talked about it. At least I've brought it up before. I've brought it up, but this is okay. If we get to a point where we can make a movie, like an actual movie, not about poor people, but we can all be in a movie and fund it and everything. This is the type of movie I think we should make. And it would be our own version of it, but I think it would be super cool because there's not a lot of movies about service industry.
Right. Do we have a camera? Oh, we don't have a camera behind us.
Yeah. Okay. So I need to make sure I can get these synced up.
If you go in the middle and go like that.
He said,
Yeah.
Okay, just try it. Wait, they're both doing it though. That ain't gonna
Just
cut
pause
it. Yeah, and then can you just go to the He said he's downstairs if we want his help.
It still works.
Okay.
This might actually be better for the microphone.
Right.
anyways.
Okay.
Volume 63.
Oh, that's annoying. I think so. You might just bring it over.
Bring over all the remotes.
This movie came out when? 95?
No, it was 2000 something.
2001, I think you said.
Yeah, 2001-ish, around that area. It's a great movie.
Shout out to
three.
Tony C's for giving us popcorn.
Yeah, shout out to Tonic for sure.
Yeah. And we're at Bombar, by the way.
Yes,
Thank you,
we
Bombar,
are.
once again.
Bombar is our unofficial, official studio space.
Yeah. It's our home away from home.
Literally. Okay. I think we're good.
Volume 62.
Yep, volume's at 62, guys.
Thank you. This is a movie watcher's worst nightmare, just constantly talking through the movie.
I know.
I feel like I should shut the fuck up, but I already have questions.
That is actually one of my biggest pet peeves.
There's a lot
it
of good
really?
actors in here too.
Yeah. There is, yeah. Ryan Reynolds, Justin Long, Dane Cook. What's Emmanuel Caitlin Doubleday. She's great.
Yeah. Okay, are they in college? Is that what I'm gathering?
No, they all just work at the same restaurant.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
this is after.
So this is a Monday?
This is a night, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just some night randomly.
Definitely not the
basically.
weekend.
For sure, a Tuesday.
Yeah.
What were you saying? You think Justin Long's weird? Ryan Reynolds.
Guys, I don't like Ryan Reynolds.
You don't?
I don't.
You don't like him or the
Unpopular
Maroon 5
opinion.
guy?
Fucking Adam Levine?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Dude. Tonic's popcorn makes your mouth so dry, so then you order more drinks.
Do people ever throw up popcorn? That's
HDMI 1.
that's good. I would not be able to take that.
Volume 71.
Why?
Volume 73.
It's she's getting louder, but the movie's not.
Volume 73.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
On Nelson Simpson
What the
TV
hell
Plus.
is happening?
Saturday Night Live.
Playing 410.
Oh my god.
Watching, waiting.
This is what Bonnie says today. We'll have you on the floor early next week. Sound good? All right, then. Give a picture of the
Okay, I will say from the perspective of a new hire at a restaurant like this, a corporate establishment, this is at one point so accurate where you kind of do nothing all day. Everybody kind of treats you like shit. And they all think they're way smarter than you.
Yeah.
And it's like, whatever. You just kind of have to roll with the punches until like your training is over and then you're fine. But this just depicts that so well. Okay, the one thing I will say too is this game is like super dramatized in this, but there are games that you play with each other as like servers, I guess.
Jaydn, what happened to you?
Not like this. I would. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
But we don't have to. But I have a number for you if you want it.
I'll get that number. I would like that number, please.
I really have one.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
Yeah. Nice job,
Yeah.
guys.
Look at the love, bitch. Oh.
Yeah, so that didn't happen to me.
Just to be clear.
Were you wondering? Wait, what did you ask me?
I was wondering what you think is weird about Justin Long. And I also want to know why you hate Ryan Reynolds.
I like Justin Long. I just don't. Every time I see him, I don't know. It reminds me of Jeepers Creepers, and that's like the scariest movie for me.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. And then why
That
do you
movie
not like
freaks me
Ryan
out.
Reynolds?
Okay, he's fine. I think
Hey, Serena.
people always talk about him like he's like the hottest guy and like the greatest
find him
actor,
funny.
and I just strongly disagree with that.
I would agree with that, or disagree with that. I think I would agree with your side of that
Yeah.
because I don't think he really has ever had a different role where he's not himself.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like if you like, sorry, it's really hard to talk when this.
No, you're fine.
When you see him in like interviews and stuff, he's like the same character that
Yeah.
he is in all the movies.
And everything, yeah. Well, and that's the thing too is like even with Deadpool, he like basically created that character.
Right.
I will say, I've never worked at a restaurant where everybody shows up on time
Right.
before their shift. Every single
there's no
person
time
is
for
there.
this.
When I worked at Twin Peaks, we had to be there early because we had to get graded
Ready.
on all of our
Yeah,
outfits
I
and things
remember
like that.
that.
So yeah,
Crazy.
we were all on time, and if we weren't, we'd lose points.
But I guess it makes more sense that like, yeah, for everybody to show up at the same time early instead of like, because now I feel like they stagger it. Like somebody will show up at 10 and open, and then the next person
Yeah.
will show up at 10:30, and then 11 and 12. Do you have coffee at Tonic?
I just got a text that one of my regulars got engaged, and we just now found out about
No
it. Didn't
way.
even know about it. Yeah.
You don't want to come watch a movie with us?
No, not really. This is more exciting news.
You're like, actually, I gotta go.
Yeah, bye. What'd you ask me?
If you guys have coffee at
When
Tonic,
she's drunk.
Oh yeah, I do.
you do.
Yeah.
This is also super accurate where like a bartender or like a host or a server that's like in the front of house is like dating like
Yeah.
the weirdest cook
Something
in the
going
back.
on.
No, it's
At
like
least-
very known. Like
yeah,
they're
yeah,
known
yeah.
that they're dating, but it's like nobody ever like
These two fun-loving.
questions it or asks why.
Okay, who's this guy? This younger kid, the short
Andy
one.
Milonakis.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I always forget his name. That's a mouthful for me. Okay.
What makes you think I won't cut you?
You know I can do that. Those guys.
It's a pizza movie night popcorn party.
You don't talk much, do you, Mitch?
Popcorn, pasta, pizza.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
Jeremiah's gonna be pissed.
My security guard and I always
We're gonna
get
send him the clip.
always get pizza, and he gets pizza, I get pasta.
We're gonna send
every
him the clip
Thursday.
with a date and a timestamp on it.
You're gonna get me murdered. I'm getting murked.
Two really good together.
I will say, when I first watched this movie, I related with this part, like right here, so much. Because like he wants to go to college, but he's like only working in the restaurant just to like get by.
Yeah.
And then there's like other people that are like moving way faster past you, and it's like you don't have any other option. But at the same time, like you're better off being in a service industry anyways.
Yeah.
Mike, have you ever done the bat wing before?
No, but I've seen someone do the fly.
Gotta call them fat. Okay? When the dinner rush
Okay,
hits,
this part is actually so important, I think, in the restaurant industry to like have a meeting beforehand. And it's like not, it doesn't happen as much anymore.
No, it doesn't.
You upset the
I've noticed the shittier restaurants,
If you upset the busboys.
the more fun restaurants to work at, they call it a safety meeting.
Upset the cooks. They're not gonna care if the food's tasting too bad.
But this part is it's so accurate. Just like the system that's in the restaurant that like,
When you're in the weeds.
if you piss somebody off, it's just gonna go down the line until
Yeah.
you're just not getting good service.
Yeah.
I saw on TikTok that there was a class that people would take to learn how to deal with like customers or like bad tippers and things like that. They literally took a class to deal with certain scenarios.
And don't
on
you have
things.
a book on how to talk to people?
We
Yeah, how
actually
to say it at work, but like I'm talking this. There's actually a video of like people doing certain scenarios and how to deal with it for like managers or like your wait staff
Really?
to try to keep people calm. Yeah,
we should recreate that.
Psychology class.
Yeah.
well that, but like it's more of I don't know. I'll send it in our group chat, but this girl was saying that my drink was $20 and you only gave me $80. You didn't give me all my change. And like when people are drunk like that, it's like, no. Like you gave me $100 and I gave you $80 in change. That is correct. It was just like how to deal with that. And like when someone asks for a manager and then like the manager comes over and that's how they handle it and things like that. I thought that was really cool though, to have classes like that, to know how to keep people at bay and not become a Karen or anything like that.
Yeah. I think that is cool. I think it's also like a great
which
sketch idea.
direction is the class facing? Is this like customer facing from a bartender?
Yeah. So like people would sit at the bar and then each person sitting in front of the bar has a scenario that they have to direct towards the bartender that's behind the bar.
So that person who's paying for the class? Is the bartender paying for the class or is the
Right.
I think whoever signs up for the class pays for it.
okay?
It's
the
like bartender
I
school,
mean, is the
probably.
bartender the one that's learning, the one that's paying
It's
for the
for
class?
bartenders,
It's
right?
for like
for bartenders.
It's for bartenders, managers, whoever
Oh,
wants to
it's
take the
learn.
class.
It's to learn how to deal with getting a shitty tip.
That and like shitty customers, how to
Bad
give
scenarios with
yeah.
customers.
Yeah.
It's just
Probably a
it's-
good way to make money.
Here, I'll show you.
I mean, yeah, for
You
sure.
could
It's-
just go to a gentle parenting class.
Exactly. It's the same thing as like follow me and like take my courses to learn how I made my first $1 billion. You know, like
Yeah.
it's along those lines, but it also could help.
Yeah.
But if it was just like a free seminar, then sure.
Right.
Just because, like, no. Okay, I don't mean to be a bitch, but the last 4 times we've come here, the food is awful.
So then why are you
Why'd
still
you come
coming
back?
here?
Don't go there.
I apologize for the food the last few times, and we will certainly do our best to make sure that
All of these customers are like terrible customers. And it's just so everybody that's in the service industry has had these customers. Literally.
Alright. Blue cheese for you, stats. Have a good day, big guy. Thanks.
Oh yeah, the kitchen and
When
servers.
the kitchen when they're like when you fuck something up and then they're acting like that to you, you know you're fucked. You know they're gonna fuck you over at some point in the night.
I used to work at this restaurant where some of my cooks would yell back. And one day I was just fed up with it because they were closing the kitchen down like 15 minutes earlier than when our kitchen actually closes. Like our kitchen is only allowed to close at 10 specifically for that reason. So like if you start closing any earlier than that, we have to be prepared for anyone that walks in. So like our kitchen doesn't stop taking food orders until like 9:59, whatever.
Yeah.
And I had to go back there and be like, hey, guys, I just had a 15 top. I need you guys to stay on because we have to serve these people.
Yeah.
And he freaked out, started yelling at me. And I looked at him. I go, I will literally pay you extra money to do this.
Oh, somebody's trying to get in. Not on our movie night, bro.
So he ended up staying, but the fact that I had to pay him to stay and cook food because he decided that he was going to break down things at 9:45 when he knew that he couldn't do that until like the actual time. It was very frustrating, but it was also a learning lesson though too. That kind of like
I would say I like if you're in the kitchen and you're closing up early, that is on you to be like, okay, yeah, maybe you're closing up early and another customer comes in, you have to make another meal or whatever, but like you can close up to the point where like you leave one station open and like you can close up responsibly, I guess is the best way to put that. Because if they're getting mad at you because you rang in an order while you're still open, they have no reason to be mad at you, and that's just them being an asshole. And that's what I think this also shows really well too, is like your cooks will be an asshole to you if you like decide to be a dick to them. They're gonna fuck up your whole shift.
Yeah.
And it is important to have like a good relationship with your cooks too, because I've definitely been in positions where like something happened and maybe like something was wrong on an order, and then I like yell at a cook or something. I'm like no, I need onion rings. Like, what the fuck are you doing? That's enough for them to be like, all right, fuck you, dude. Like, and I'm not gonna get you any of your stuff on time now. And like,
yeah.
That's that's the catch-22 of like the service industry, to be like, okay, well, you gotta be nice to everybody at least.
Because some old fuckboy classmate graduated college. Are you gonna take this as a matter?
Oh, was it in front of me?
Are you still using this as a?
Yeah, I mean, no, you can.
Can I put it here?
It's fine.
Is that good?
You know this place. People with the day off already know.
Have you ever told your manager no when you weren't like had a good relationship with your manager?
Yeah.
So the one time I did it was because I was super frustrated about how this guy was asking for food when the kitchen was closed, and I was like, no, the kitchen's closed. I've already asked you if you wanted anything else to eat, and you said no, and now you're asking me when like it's an hour past kitchen close. Well, my manager was telling me like, you need to give him chips and salsa, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna reward a shitty customer when they knew and they just decided to do whatever they want. Well, when they came back in because they complained to the owner, they came back in and they stayed, and they still asked when they came back in, they still asked for food after the kitchen was closed.
Really?
Deliberately.
And then because they knew they could get away with it.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing too, even as a manager, is like there has to be a level to which, one, you're going to hold customers accountable, and two, that you're not going to fuck over your own employees.
Yeah.
Because if you undermine as a manager your employees, that allows the customer to think, oh, well, the manager let me do this last time. Now I can come in here and do that every single time. And it's just a shitty feeling.
Isn't it kind of fucked that you have to be in a constant fight with guests? I mean, it's a shitty way to look at it, but you have to be on the guard, because anybody can walk in and be like, I'm going to ruin your fucking day.
Yeah.
This is also the perfect Karen.
Let me ask you something. How hard is your job?
Oh.
How intelligent do you have to be to take a food order?
Every time I see this, it fucking,
This happened to me on Mother's Day at Mimi's Cafe one time.
Oh my God.
But that's the thing, is like the way he handled this is like, you're absolutely right. I'll do exactly everything you want. And then you go back in the kitchen and you're like, oh, this motherfucker.
Oh, her food's fucked now.
Yeah.
We have our first official biatch of the day. Well, Amy, it's your take. You decide.
They're ready too.
Oh, yeah.
They're ready.
Oh my God.
This is me and Mike
So
when
what
we
are
worked
these
at
two characters
Bowie's.
even doing in the
They're
back?
busboys.
Oh.
They're busboys. They're the most gangster busboys you'll ever meet in your life, dog.
I'm Andy Milanakis. I got more personality.
Yeah, I got dibs on T-Dog.
Okay. Smear cheese, cream cheese in a gold locket, dog.
Add a little extra gravy to mashed potato.
Oh God.
Okay, I will say,
God, I can't.
in all of my years of service industry, I have never actually fucked with somebody's food way. I've never like made it unhealthy
Right,
for them
unhygienic.
to. I've made it shittily, but I've never actually like spit in someone's food.
Right.
I've never done that. In Austin, at Papa Murphy's, there was this guy.
No, man, I thought you was better than that.
You can't mix Mexican and continental.
Jinx, you owe me another PBR.
In Austin, there's a Papa Murphy's in North Austin, and this like 17-year-old kid was working, and some guy ordered.
I actually just almost gagged. Oh,
his smile.
God.
He's like, look at this. You happy about this?
Some guy orders at Papa Murphy's at like 9 o'clock at
There's
night.
like 100 takes on it. Sorry, what are you saying, Mike?
Some guy orders at Papa Murphy's at like 9 o'clock at night, and this guy, he walks in, and before he walks in, he watches this 17-year-old kid fucking dunk his boys on the pizza. The guy walks in, and he goes, "Hey, man, how old are you?" And the guy's like, 17. He's like, "Oh, so old enough to know to not put your balls on somebody's fucking food?" And then he sued Papa Murphy's, got fucking paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that kid, watched him do it. Isn't that fucking crazy? Just because the guy ordered like 10 minutes to close.
Holy shit.
There you go, ma'am. I had the chefs take extra special care.
Oh no, we're losing the sink.
Oh, I can't. Oh my god, I think I'm just gonna throw up
The way
everything
she
I just
enjoys
ate.
it too.
Right.
You know, we should probably feel guilty that she broke the cardinal rule. Don't fuck with people that hang you.
Oh my god.
True that though.
But I wonder if this movie was part of where it came from, why people are like afraid to tell you their food's wrong. Like if your food's genuinely wrong and like you can be nice about it and no one's gonna fuck with your food, but don't act like that.
Right. Yeah, she walked in there knowing that she could bitch and like yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like it when I have to when I really have to go to the bathroom and I have to like wait for everyone else that's in the bathroom and it's only me working and it's like, okay, like you guys are just talking, let's go. And when I bang on that stall, people come out and they think it's like some random person and they're getting aggressive with me and I'm like, and they realize who I am. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I go, "Yeah, I have to pee. Like, let's stop talking.
Right.
Let's go."
Yeah.
Wait,
so
is that what girls do in the bathroom? They sit in the stall and talk to each other?
Yeah, because like I have a bigger stall, so 4 of them go in there and they all take their turns going to the bathroom and then they'll stand there and talk the entire time.
See you next time.
I've been kicked out of bars before for going into a stall with another dude. We were doing it for a different reason, but
No. Okay. Go fake.
They
Yeah,
was
we don't get in trouble
kissing.
for that.
yeah, we're actually
They
my
were
buddy
kissing.
my buddy was like, "What, dude? We're just sucking each other's dicks."
Okay, this is what we were talking about where the dude follows the dude to like confront him about a bad tip.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. You forgot your change.
No, that's for you. That's your tip.
Oh, no. I insist. You take it. You obviously need this more than I do.
Yeah.
I want to speak to you, manager, now, please. Oh, shit.
The manager comes up from under the bar, like hiding.
Fucking willing. $2 on a $63 check.
Oh, damn, that is pretty shitty.
No, for insult me, I should get some free gift certificates and a keychain and a hat.
When there's drama happening, but you still have to bartend.
Right. As soon as they leave, they're like, "What happened?
Yeah.
What was that?" It's kind of exciting.
It kind of is. It's like, ooh, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You're right. No, just I'm having a really bad day, Karen, and I kind of just caught me at the worst possible moment. Right? I'm sorry I lost it.
You're sorry. I don't understand. I've never gotten a complaint on you. And you have to pick the day I offer you a promotion?
I promise you won't happen again, okay?
Opportunity is knocking at the door. If you don't want to answer it, fine. There are people who would jump at the chance. Calvin is chomping at the bit for this job. I offer you an opportunity to take it to the next level. Earn more money.
But
But I wanted to ask you, like, when you were a bar back,
Yeah.
how did you get convinced to be a bartender? Was it the money? Did someone ask you specifically?
No, so I went into bar backing like with the intention of hopefully bartending.
Yeah.
And like I would hop back there once in a while. It was like so intimidating, but I wanted to and it was exciting. And I thought making drinks looked fun.
Yeah.
So
it didn't really take too much of convincing. You wanted just to do it.
yeah.
Well, and I feel like most barbacks like want to be a bartender,
Yeah.
and if they are barbacking and they have no intention of being a bartender, I feel like it's usually like an older person that's just kind of there to help out.
Yeah.
Or it could just be like a manager barbacking or something.
Right.
But like when we worked at Bowie's, it was definitely like there was younger barbacks that probably had intentions of becoming
Dude, like
bartenders
10 of them
eventually.
sucked and like 5 of them were awesome.
I only worked with them a few times, but a lot of the time they didn't fucking do shit other than stock the
Right.
cooler.
But honestly, like I think it's kind of annoying and silly to like you have to put in your time being a bar back before you bartend because you really just have to be thrown into bartending to
Right.
learn how to bartend.
I agree. Well, and I also think too, because like barbacking is like the bitch job, but like
It's honestly at my job, it was like harder work with less pay, in my opinion.
Right, yeah. Because it's quicker too, and you have to be like on the spot when they need you.
Yeah.
But the other thing too that I was thinking is like I had to serve for a long time before I became a bartender,
Yeah.
but we don't have barbacks. So, but you like at the restaurant that I work at, you can't just get hired as a bartender.
Yeah.
Like we don't hire just
Right.
bartenders. We
I
want people
think
to be there the whole time. Thanks for interrupting me, by the way. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But they want people to be there the whole entire time until they can trust you to become a bartender.
Right.
Basically, they don't want to just hire bartenders off the
Yeah,
street.
which honestly, at that time, I had no business being behind a bar.
Yeah.
I was
mean, it
already
just-
drinking too much. I would have taken advantage of that.
Yeah, it just depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haley, I think I disagree. Are you saying that a bar back,
I think it's
not a cool
physically
hierarchy?
is not what?
You have a problem with the hierarchy of like becoming a bar back and then becoming a bartender?
I think some places maybe like that's how they can convince them to be a bar back. To
Okay.
do like the bitch job. It's like, yeah, you can probably be a bartender in the near future if you bar back for a little bit and then they're
Okay.
stuck bar backing.
Would you
Yeah.
not agree?
years.
Would you not agree that maybe figuring out, learning how to be a very good bar back
Mm-hmm.
can teach you good bartending skills though?
Yes. I can agree
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're more saying like you shouldn't have to bartend or bar back for 3 years before you become a bartender.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll agree with that.
But it definitely, helps you learn about like
6
you know,
months. If
how
you've
bars
never
are set
stepped
up
foot
in
in a
alcohol.
bar, go be a bar back for 6
For
months.
sure.
Yeah.
Or like just the amount of time that they would even require you, because like before I ever served as well, I was a host for an entire month. But by the time I was serving after that month, like I already knew the whole menu. Like I only did like 2 training shifts where you normally at that time we're supposed to do 3. You do 5 now. You know, but it was just I knew the menu enough. It was just I had to get down the like steps of serving.
that. Yeah.
But without hosting, I wouldn't have had that.
I've never been a bar back, but I cooked for 10 fucking years, and I was a dishwasher for like 2 years when I was a little bitch kid. Like, and it sucks, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that was hard. I would have to like I quit this one job and I went over to the Riata and I became a fucking a cook over there. But I started out as a dishwasher, and I was at the bottom of the food chain, and I just wanted to be in the atmosphere. I wanted similar to what you're wanted. You want to be around it. You want to be part
Right.
of it,
Yeah.
so that you can grow into it.
Yeah.
And it sucked, but by the time I was done washing dishes, now I know the whole menu because I
Right.
know what's on every fucking dish
Right.
because
Yeah.
I'm cleaning it up.
Yeah.
I get it. I think there's a lot to be said about figuring out the every step of the food.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
for
had to
sure.
switch to the 10-second rule?
What?
Have you ever had to switch to the 10-second rule when you're in the kitchen?
Oh
We
my God.
started at 20.
Okay, so we're at the part now where they're at dinner rush.
Fucking name dropping the Riata.
I will say, dude, dinner rush and lunch rush, night and day difference, literally. Lunch rush will be busy, but like dinner rush is always crazier.
What would you take over, lunch or dinner?
I enjoy doing lunch because it's a little bit easier and you make a little bit less money, I would say, in my opinion. But you also are usually there longer. Like you'll be there from like 10 to 4, and then night bartenders will be there from like 4 to 10. You know what I mean? So it's like you work longer so you can make more money, but it's a little bit easier of a shift. But at night you work a shorter shift that's way busier and make more money.
Yeah. Where I used to work, we used to call ourselves the A team. And anytime I had like the A team working with me during like lunch rush, perfect, nothing wrong.
Right.
If we had like the D team at night, I wanted to literally just throw everything around.
Yeah.
But we all ended up being really good working with each other. And like when you have those people that are like, we have a really good flow, like whoever needs water for the tables, we all work as a team. It makes everything just flow better. Yeah, so like I would always tell my manager, can you please schedule me with the A team? I'm so tired of the D team. The D team needs to be scheduled at like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Well, like
that also goes back to just like, don't piss off your coworkers. Like if everybody can work well together, you guys will help each other.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just more so like the people that didn't really like serve very well and they weren't like helping. They'd go and smoke a cigarette for longer and like their table was like, hey, like I don't know where my server's at, and you'd have to end up taking up their tables and I would just take their table in general. I was like, hey, you gotta go. Like I'm done. I don't want to work. Like I'm cutting you. I wanted to ask you guys, what is your guys' talents as just when you work?
Oh, nunchuck skills, computer hacking skills. What do you mean by talents? Like, what do you think I'm best at behind the bar?
Yeah.
So I kind of thought of this earlier today. I like when people watch me make drinks. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm better under pressure when I know people are watching me like mix the drinks and the shots and I like pour them perfectly and I'm like, thank God every time.
It does give you that sense of accomplishment, like, ha, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah.
Or especially if they're giving you like shit or something.
And just like, staying calm under pressure, I think.
Especially when you're doing, like when you're playing with fire or something, like when you catch stuff on fire and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or make a cool garnish. I don't know. Like fucking, it's fun. Yeah.
And it is good. I would agree with that. I think one of my talents though would definitely be, I feel like I have a pretty good palate. Like when it comes to like food and drinks, I guess.
I can taste Busch
Tony
Light.
Bomb.
Yeah.
I can tell the difference between Busch Light and PBR.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely can.
What's yours, Anna?
I don't know. I'm kind of like in between like making cocktails.
I think you're
and like talking to people.
I think you're definitely, you have just like the best personality to work behind the bar.
I feel like outside view, outside opinion, watching you work, I feel like you just have a great repertoire of like working with the people that you work with. You have a good way of like telling people what to do and being bossy, but like not being a bitch about it.
Being nice, but also like setting boundaries. Like you know where the line is when you like you shouldn't be nice anymore.
Exactly, and I don't mean
really,
bossy in a negative way.
Yeah, no, but you're saying like I don't sound bitchy. You don't want to know why?
I'm saying like you're able
because of the book that I have.
That's what I'm
not kidding. I love that damn thing.
You are good at that though, and
I
the
love
book
that.
clearly helps.
Yeah, I love that.
You can find that book on our TikTok shop. No, I'm just kidding.
How to say it at work. I'm not kidding. I love that. It's only because like I like working with people. That's like my favorite thing. Yeah. But then when if you're not in a good mood, everyone else is not going to be in a good mood. Yeah. So I always try to stay positive and be in a good mood. And that's what I like working with people. But like my talents are like making a really good drink or like just talking to people. And then they always come back. I really like getting people to always come back.
Can you guys do this? What he's doing right now? Sorry, I
take an order without writing it down?
Yeah.
Yes.
But like for a big table.
Yes.
Like could you do it for 6 people?
With food I too, with like adding
food and drinks,
I could do it for 15 people and
what the fuck?
I know, I'm sorry, but like I can do it for 15.
Way.
Yeah, I can do it for 15 people.
We should test this.
Wait,
I can remember.
I missed it.
Taking an order and getting it correct 100% without writing it down.
That's only because Anna can't spell.
15 people.
She said 15 people. She said she can take 15 orders.
I used to do it all the time.
That's a big number.
I used to take 5 drinks
we should do this. We should do this.
If you guys let me finish my story, then you guys would understand.
We're going to test this. Okay, continue your story.
Okay, so literally it was my entire family. at Twin Peaks, and our server literally wasn't listening to them, and I took over and I was like, what do you all want? And they all fucking told me, and I literally rang it in.
Then everything was wrong.
Without writing it down.
That was 15 people.
15
Everything
people.
was wrong, and no one wanted to tell Anna she got it wrong.
That's insane.
No, it was all right.
Honestly,
It
it
was all
sounds
right.
insane, but I kind of believe her.
It's-
I think she could do it.
Okay,
We'll try
but-
to take 15 drinks. It's the same thing.
No,
I can
I
literally
can take
ask
5
people
drinks
what they
tops.
want to drink,
I
and I
won't
can
remember
literally
I
get
can
all
take
of them.
one drink 15 times.
If it's drinks, I could probably do drinks.
I can
15?
do drinks.
Drinks and dinner.
Okay, but 15
no, maybe not
separate
15.
drinks.
15, that's
If
insane.
15 people ordered 15 different drinks, do you think you could remember all 15 drinks?
See, now if it's like Stella,
This is
Busch
our next
Light,
Pour
Right,
Wars.
knowing the
This is our
menu,
next
but-
Pour Wars.
Yeah, like why not?
It's like we'll
because
like
people
announce.
like when people are yelling and they come in and they have a 10 group, they're like, okay, I need a Busch Light, I need
Oh, dude, I write
this,
it
I need
down.
that, I need blah 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 blah.
See, the thing
But
is,
I'm like
if
right
it's-
there, like cans. Like I don't even ask if they want a draft. I just grab it and like hand it to them.
my problem is that I will remember what they had, but then I'll doubt myself, and then I'll
Well,
be
I mean, I
like,
did get all
I'll
the
be like
bottles
pepperoni
right for
sausage,
guessing,
right?
so.
And they're like, yeah, and so I know I'm right, but I'm like, oh fuck, was it pepperoni mushroom or was it sausage mushroom?
Mm-hmm.
Like fuck, but it'll be, but then I'll get it just to remember.
It wouldn't be more so food now because I haven't worked at a restaurant in forever. But like drinks, yeah.
This Anna is how I picture you. I know this is how. I know this
Wash
is
the
not you,
fucking
but this is how I
dishes and
picture
shut the
you.
Fuck up.
Yeah.
And because all he said to her was like, "You're very uptight." And she's
Dude,
just
you know
like-
what Savannah
and she's
said
like, "I
to
would
me the
help
other
you"
day?
or something.
Savannah was like, I was like, oh my God, I need a fucking drink. And she goes, thank God all of us need a drink. Oh my God.
Okay, being a server telling a bartender that is like the most fucking frustrating thing.
Oh, I know.
And it will be
Oh my
so,
God, I
you will
know.
be so angry to make that drink, but you're gonna make it.
Oh my God, where the fuck did the fire come from?
Me and Mike.
Oh my god.
It's my show of Andy Milonakis.
Oh my God, they're gonna shove him in there.
We call that shit Tuesday,
My
dog.
name is T-Dog, bitch. My name's J-Dog, bitch. They call me J-Wad,
They call me
homie.
J-Wad, homie. My name is J-Wad. Is this pizza just for anybody?
Yeah, it's up for grabs. Ew.
Okay, sex on the clock. We've talked about it before. Who's done it?
Yeah.
Not that I remember.
Not me neither.
Oh, really?
I don't
Just
think I
producer
was on the
Mike.
clock, but
Yeah,
they might have been.
not in a bar.
I've seen
on the
people
clock.
have flashed me.
In the fucking walk-in, dude.
I've made
walk-in,
out in the
it's too
walk-in
cold
on
in
the
there.
clock,
No,
but
I
never,
didn't walk in.
You're
never
ridiculous.
sex.
Twice, dog.
Twice, dog. Same shift, bruh.
Jesus.
Different house.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
I love that too.
I will say no. I've had this happen before too, where
Yeah.
it was like they're like, you're a great server. I would love to have you come work for me.
Yeah, as a
but then you
salesperson?
get the card, and it's just another restaurant.
Right.
Oh. No, I like it when they give it to you and it's like a sales.
That doesn't happen very often. It's usually, I mean, it does happen, but I'm saying more often than not, if somebody says they're gonna steal you, it means they're trying to get you to work at their restaurant.
So what's your biggest compliment that you've gotten while working?
Probably that I'm the worst server ever.
That's my favorite compliment you've ever gotten.
That is, I can still see that lady's face screaming in my face in front of everybody saying it. She wasn't screaming, but she said it very loudly. Okay, this is my favorite part of this whole movie right here. Have you ever done this? Has anybody ever sang happy birthday to a child?
Yes.
Okay. I've done this
not on
before.
purpose.
Never.
And this is exactly how I do it because of this movie.
Oh, great.
Yes, today is a very special occasion. It's Timmy's 8th birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Wait, I kind of love that.
God,
No,
have you ever
it's
made
so
a kid
good.
cry?
Wait,
Anna, did you guys sing Happy Birthday at Twin
wait,
Peaks?
they took off. Oh, they
We would
took.
have, yeah, we would take pictures with people.
They
Yeah.
took
We
out
would-
the part where he screams in the child's face.
Oh.
Where he's like, yeah!
Oh my
in the
God.
child's face. I've done that before.
Oh,
Not
what?
in the child's face, but I'll like scream that in the
Yeah,
restaurant.
No, wait, forget it.
I hate it. Ew. Ew.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, they're smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, this
Do
is
you
back when
remember
you could
that?
smoke at 18.
Yeah, didn't
Oh
that
my
just
God.
stop in Ohio in
No.
like 2023? Just now, they're like, we might stop poisoning the water in 80 years, but right now, cigarettes have got to go.
Alright. What do you guys want? I'd like a tough salad, please. Oh, you're bad.
Yo, girl, give me instant camera.
Well, this party, birthday party, I can kiss you with a picture.
Last table 73 first, and then I'll give you.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you ever work at a restaurant that had a disposable camera for birthdays or anything?
It's too bad that he has to
No.
I haven't either.
I'm not that much older than you guys.
I actually.
Could have fooled me. Just kidding.
I'm only 40.
Like, or like a Polaroid or something.
Yeah, there was this old place. There was this old place over by Merle Hay where, like, if you wore a tie into the place, they'd cut the tie and they'd take Polaroids of it. My dad actually did the demolition cleaning on it, and we found a whole bunch of Polaroids on the wall. I don't know if I still.
Oh my god. What's up, Heather? Have you ever seen this movie, Heather? Waiting? Oh my god. Pull up a chair.
Why are you the only one that has actually like fully seen this besides you and
love
Mike?
movies.
I've
I love
seen it too.
movies.
I
I said
love this
besides
movie.
you and Mike.
Yeah.
There's a few other movies about. There's one other that I can think of that's like good and funny, but it's not
Oh my
realistic.
God, she just licked that bottle.
Have you ever done that?
Oh no,
Ew.
but I've definitely so I couldn't get the lime juice bottle right,
Yeah.
and I unraveled it and I couldn't get it off of my finger, so I took it and opened it up with my mouth, and I wholeheartedly regret doing that, and I did it in front of people, and I was like,
Meh.
not good at all. You're not supposed to open things with your mouth in front of people.
I have seen. I used to work. I'm not gonna name it because it's a pretty big restaurant here, but I worked at this barbecue place. And I watched one of the servers do that to the barbecue sauces on the table to multiple tables.
No.
I'm not even kidding.
It's
see the
just
problem.
like an automatic. It's just like a
Because we
Muscle
had
memory,
we had
yeah.
like
Just to do
multiple
it.
different types of barbecue sauce, and so you had to fill them at the end of the night. And I remember watching this. Oh, just
I don't know. It's the same
just
thing.
just screw on the.
I had to throw away all that lime juice.
Same thing. Like same
I
thing.
stopped working
You
there.
can't get the coupler to fit into the keg. Just spit on it.
Ugh.
Same thing I do. I mean, we all do it. We all do it.
We do it.
We all do it.
Oh Jesus!
Okay, but there is one part right here where they're like, how do you, because Ryan Reynolds makes $100, and they're all like, how do you make $100? And they all just work doubles. So let's think about that for a second, because they all just worked doubles, and the most one person walked out with was $100. That's crazy to me.
Jaydn, you posted a reel about asking about tips, how much you made.
Yeah.
Last night, I did not work very hard, and I just had, for some reason, like every service industry person in the world came in
Yes.
last night on a fucking layup shift, walked
Wednesday
to
night.
$300.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, okay.
Good day.
So
Yeah.
now, like, to bring it back to this, $300 is like what he would have made on this shift
Yeah.
now.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like,
You're definitely
So it's just like crazy because I remember the first time I watched this after I had already started serving. I remember being like, "Fuck, dude, you can be a server and make $100."
Oh yeah.
I mean, I get why they would fire you. You know what I mean? But like, also at the same time, it's not. So the thing is after we posted that reel about like every bartender and server steals, I got into like numerous arguments with people on that reel in the comments.
Good job.
But my thing is, the reason I bring that up is because now I'm changing my stance because I'm not changing it. It's still stealing, but it's like you can define stealing in any way, and like technically, in my opinion, that is technically stealing, but also at the same time, it's not technically stealing because it's a coupon code that anybody can use.
Yeah.
They just didn't use it, and you're pocketing the change, which that's what makes it stealing.
The definition of something of stealing is benefiting or taking something that does not belong to you.
Right.
Yeah.
And whether or not it's right for it to be stolen from somebody else is
or you're
immaterial.
allowed to do it, it's still
the
technically
fact of the
stealing.
matter is you're taking something that does not belong to you, and that is the definition of stealing.
Right, and
I don't care.
That's what everybody wanted to argue me, and they're like, "No, it's not stealing. My boss said I could do it."
Yeah, fine.
I'm like, you're still stealing.
You can justify it, and in a lot of bars, it is justified. It's totally fine, but it's still the definition, and he's right in his definition of theft.
Yeah,
it's still theft.
Yeah.
What I did was technically wrong.
Right.
But, I mean, fuck them also. If they're going to listen to dumb customers complain about not being able to use one coupon 100 times, fuck you.
Right.
You deserve to be stolen from. Yeah. I wish I could have stolen from them, honestly.
Right.
You good chick? Nice seeing you. Hey, you too, Adena. Listen. Take care of yourself.
So this is also the guy from the beginning that his mom was talking about that like went to school and got this engineering degree.
Yeah.
And he's been this whole time like battling this like I should be in school instead of serving.
Yeah. Oh.
He left $69. So
And he's also chasing after the guy in the same way that he did when the guy didn't leave him a tip.
No, it's all there. Straight. No, the check's only $31. That's it. I just thought maybe you needed one that
That's also what he said to the guy that didn't leave him a tip. So it's like, damn. He's like, I do need it. I do need it more than you do.
Yeah.
My name's Justin Long, and I freak out Anna.
I just don't. He's in a movie that's very scary. And
He's in Tusk too, and that's a really fucking weird movie.
He gets.
That frame, that last frame of him just
shit.
staring right into the camera, I have that saved on my phone.
Oh.
Just for me.
Where's it at? Show me.
Just
Okay.
kidding. Just kidding. But so now they all get off work and they're all going to the after party.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever worked in a job like that?
What?
Have y'all ever worked in a job like that?
I have, yeah. The OP is definitely very much like that. And I would definitely say everyone's like that here too.
Like afties after?
Kinda.
Oh yeah, I don't get invited to those.
Not
So.
like well, not like I guess it's not as big as this where it's like you're inviting customers and stuff too.
Can we turn up the fan?
But yeah, it's pretty much over after this.
Really? That's it?
It's just one shift is the whole movie. It's one day and night shift. That's why it's such a
I
genius
love that
movie.
concept.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
so
one day.
cool.
It's a 1 day concept. It is really cool, and it starts
a day in the life.
Yes,
like all this happens in one
exactly.
day, in one shift.
and it starts and ends the same way too, which is like very much service industry.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck the chick. Hey man, it's all right. That's harsh. Yeah.
No, but basically, I just had the dude be like, "You're flushing a golden opportunity
Right.
down the drain," and I was like, "Am I? Like, I'm still gonna be here.
Yeah.
I'm just not fucking
Right.
gonna be salary, and
And
I'm
it's not benefiting you.
right."
Yeah, salary.
Not
No.
worth it. Unless it's your entire career and that's what you want to do, absolutely go for it and you'll probably thrive. But if you're just like, a bartender and they ask you to come up as a manager, you definitely got to stay a shift manager or something that
salary
you
in
can
the
stay
service
hourly.
industry completely different than
It
salary
is
other places
because
too.
you still make
be
more.
making more.
You make more money, but you have to work longer and do more bullshit.
And like you
And-
said, this job gives us the opportunity to do other things
Managers
outside of
do
the
not
service
make
industry.
more money.
No, I'm saying they. I mean, by like an hourly standard, yes, they do.
Well, sometimes, yeah, but
You like it just depends on the night and it depends on how they
it depends on the
spend their
place a
money
lot too. Yeah,
Exactly, yeah. But I'm just saying, like in general, a manager works longer hours and makes less money, but they're also only required to be there for so long. There's benefits and flaws, is what
Yeah.
I'm getting at. And if it makes more sense for you to be an hourly manager, do that, and they'll probably still be just as happy with you. He did it!
Does he
big
pee
boy.
himself at the party?
Such a big boy. He did it. He's like a doctor, the dishwasher.
Thanks, Bishop. I mean it. It totally makes sense. Look, I'm feeling good. You know what? I'm gonna go talk to one of those high school girls.
Oh, God.
Did he pee his pants?
Just ruins it. No. The dishwasher was telling him, like, how to get over his
No, I know.
public
So I figured when
urinating.
he was doing that, I figured he'd pee his
He
pants.
was telling him what to imagine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is he drinking out of a fishbowl? Yeah. Because it's probably the only thing they had left.
Right.
That's like your house.
Yeah, exactly.
wait, it wasn't a fishbowl. Is it his cognac glass?
It was it was an empty jar of barbecue sauce. Yeah, this movie didn't age super well. But when it comes to the service industry, it's pretty good about it. Maybe not all the other stuff on the outside of it, but so this part also, he hasn't talked this entire movie.
Yeah.
Because he's the new hire. This is very much like this point, anyways. It like does happen to new hires.
Oh, goddamn Jane, you haven't let me say one thing.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, no, asshole, you shut the fuck up now.
Damn it.
But eventually, a new hire does talk to you like this.
I'm here. Change your fucking tampon and have another drink, you crazy fucking bitch. And you.
She drops her cigarette.
When I grow up, join the fucking army. You know what? You're too easy. Fuck you, Monty. Always gotta be right with your little quips. We get it, man. You're fucking edgy and cool. Coolest fucking guy in shenanigans. Woo! That's like being the smartest kid with Down syndrome.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Why are you in jail? I mean, what are you, like 13?
I call that the best bartender in Ohio.
You know what?
She said she's 18. She's not. He'll be back.
Yeah. He'll be back.
Yep. He's already got it down. Perfect
Already
attitude.
back, literally.
Dean, you've been replaced.
He's gonna get a job he's gonna get hired as a manager in a week.
You're right.
What?
Yeah. And then it just ends the way it started. Just a new friend.
That's funny.
But yeah, okay, so while the credits are rolling here, what do you guys think of like this in terms of like accuracy to like situations that you've been in?
I don't know. I think it's a little bit more flabbergasted than.
Oh, for sure. It's flabbergasted. It's exaggerated. It's whatever you want to call it. But it's definitely like Have you ever seen anything more accurate than that? In like a Hollywood version of a server movie?
No.
Like a service industry movie?
Always Sunny, pretty close.
Always Sunny is very close, but
Pretty
that's
much a
even
shot
more
for shot
exaggerated
remake.
than this.
Yeah.
That's like service industry on crack and heroin. But I think this is definitely over exaggerated. However, it plays on real scenarios and
Right.
it just exaggerates it a bit.
So, did you watch this movie and then decide to get into the service industry?
No, I was already in the service industry and then watched this and then related like
Because
nonstop.
I can't imagine someone watching this and being like, "Yeah, that
I wanna
seems
do
like a
that.
Does
dope
he
job."
say he
No.
gets this from the restaurant? Well, that's thoughtful.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's
So,
funny.
anyways, it's definitely exaggerated, but it is a really good take on it, I think, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
There's one other service industry movie called The Slammin' Salmon, which is like very much, it's like this, but times 10 exaggerated.
I mean, this is definitely showing like the worst parts of the service industry.
For sure. Especially, but it's also showing just like, I think the reality of like a day in the service industry. And it's obviously exaggerated.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyways, with that, this is our first ever like poor people movie night. It's like Slumber Party 2 kind of in a way.
Yeah, we've done. Yeah, we've kind of done.
Slumber Party and Bombard.
It's
Yeah.
like, poor people movie night, poor people slumber party. All right, so with
I'm
that,
Anna now.
let's do our sign off and get the fuck out of here. Thanks for watching, waiting with us, guys.
Thanks for watching Afties.
And thanks for
or
coming
Patreon.
to
For
Richer
richer,
for
for
Poor.
poor.
Thanks for watching Poor People and Waiting.